Before we launch our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Major Kong can't wait to nuke those damn commies, so much so in fact that when the bomb doesn't drop, he helps it along manually.
Hey, what about Major Kong?
In a scene that is both hilarious and kinda poignant, Stanley Kubrick warns us about the dangers of warmongering and the arms race as the Major goes down smiling. Ironically, if the bomb hadn't launched, the entire world would have avoided incineration. Do you agree? Number 2, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Think smarter machines are the way of the future? Well, if Skynet had its say, the entire race would be eradicated from the face of the planet, and everyone would live happily ever after. In this dream sequence, Sarah Connor witnesses mind-numbing destruction as a nuclear bomb takes out everything she knows and loves. Luckily, when he's not having a complete breakdown on set, her son John Connor returns to save our future. Number 3, The Day After. While most nuclear destruction scenes tend to conclude the movie, after this one happens, we get to see a little of the aftermath as well. After NATO and the Warsaw Pact come to blows, a nuclear war ensues and nukes are sent flying everywhere. In this disaster flick, which also happens to be the highest rated TV film in history, a nuke lands in Lawrence, Kansas, and the survivors must deal with the fallout and try to put the pieces back together. Number 4, Threads. The 80s were a time of doomsaying and fear of looming atomic war. So what better time to flood the media with movies about horrible nuclear destruction? Threads tells this charming story from a European perspective, with England as the victim of nuclear fallout. The result isn't as pretty as you might have guessed, but we're still treated to some really rad explosion scenes. Number 5, The Sum of All Fears.
It's Ryan!
But Ben Affleck's flirtations with the threat of nuclear explosions weren't over after Armageddon.
The bomb is in play!
Unfortunately, however, Affleck, as Jack Ryan, wasn't quite as successful when it comes to the whole life-saving thing, as the bomb Ryan's looking for goes off and kills a whole bunch of people in this political thriller. Luckily, Morgan Freeman lives long enough to give him a few words of advice. Agree with our list? What's your favorite nuclear bomb scene from movies?